we're back today, guys, with another dumpster talk doubleheader today. Todd and I had one this morning.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if we've ever done two in a day.
No, I think we tried to, but something came up and we had to reschedule.
So we're already ready. I don't know. We're firing on all cylinders. I don't know if you guys are ready for us.
I don't know. Are you?
Probably not.
We're ready.
In the lead.
But so today, guys, we have two very special guests with us. We have Josh Birk and Jake Herr, and these guys are with Harding Yost Insurance. So thank you guys very much for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
You guys, I don't want to speak for both of us, but I think you guys have been two people we've met just at events, and also Josh just in the community of Columbia. Two guys who a little older than us, and kind of definitely become good contacts for Todd and I. Always great to see you guys out at events and get to talk. So it's awesome. Yeah, and you guys were talking about first interview, first kind of podcast. So excited about that. Or something.
Excited, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, if you guys just want to give kind of a background on yourselves, if you want to start, Josh, talk about kind of what brought you here today.
You?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm a partner at Harding Yost, local family-owned agency out of Denver, PA. Working with SODs on insurance and everything, and getting to know the guys over the last few years, like you said, at networking and everything. And they've been on us about doing this podcast, so here we are.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry we had to cancel the last one and reschedule. That was our fault.
It's no worry. We're local. That's the nice part about what we do within where we work, and that's a testimony to meeting you guys and building our relationship with you guys and Saad and Day and the whole team. But myself, Jake, I've been in Lancaster my whole life. Penn Manor grad, Zion Church Millersville, everything. York College, played baseball there as well. So it's important to be invested in the community. I know Josh is too.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's why SODs and Harding Yost work so well together, because we really put a lot more back in the community, especially Columbia, which is where you guys are located and where I'm from. So it's just a natural partnership.
Yeah, for sure. Do you guys want to kind of give a background on maybe yourself, kind of right out of high school or college? What in your career got you transitioned over to Harding Yost? Sure.
Graduated from Columbia, and then actually when I graduated Columbia, I became the junior high track and cross country coach.
Okay.
So I stayed local, went to Millersville, commuted and coached. So I went to Millersville. When I graduated Millersville, I had a business degree, which most people get a business degree because they don't know what they want to do. But it's a broad, you have options.
That was Todd and I. That was our plan.
That was pretty much
so.
Undecided for me, just business.
Yeah, I was undecided until they made me decide.
Yeah.
So, so out of college, then I started working for Wells Fargo Financial, which was a great job to get as a 22-year-old. And then about 9 months in, the economy crapped out, and I lost my job right before I was getting married and buying a house.
Wow.
So that was a fun time. A little stressful.
Really convenient.
Yeah. So I was unemployed for a while. I did construction to pay the bills and stuff, but I didn't have a career. And my aunt worked at an insurance carrier in Lancaster, Eastern Alliance. She was in with claims, and I kept saying, no, I don't want to do insurance. It sounds boring. But I needed a job, and I finally got a job there as an underwriter, or worked my way up through there, and was an underwriter there for 12 years. So started on small businesses and worked my way up to large accounts. In that time, I was the underwriter for Harding Yost Insurance for the agents over there. So young guys, we had a good relationship. We were writing a lot of business together, and they were always in my ear like, come to the agency side. But it's commission-based. I had a young family, scared me to death. And then COVID happened, and things changed, and I took the leap and been at Harding Yost for 5 years, actually 5 years tomorrow, I believe.
Wow.
So,
That's awesome.
Congrats.
yeah. And I don't regret the decision one bit. So, anything else?
No,
That's
good,
perfect.
man.
Thank you. What about you, Jake?
No, that's good. I didn't know about the track coach when you're going back.
Yeah, track and cross country.
But no, I've an account executive on the team. So basically, similar to Josh, without the partner role, working on the benefits side in our team, and just helping collaborate for internal strategy, helping our clients just keep their renewals as low as we can. I know that's what we were talking about earlier. That's a game within itself. There's only so much that we can control within the group, but yeah, I'm blessed to be able to be with Harding Yost just over 2 years now. Been in the insurance agency or the insurance industry going on 7 years almost. I started when I was in college, local Penn Manor, York College. I actually went to Cal U of PA out by Pittsburgh, started out there, played baseball, transferred into York my sophomore year. So that was an interesting change as a young man, dropping what you're doing, new team, new set of friends, closer to home, but you don't expect to do that going in. So learned a lot in that transition, and had a job fair opportunity. Got stopped in a booth by a gentleman at Aflac, and that's how I cut my teeth. 1099 sales, to Josh's point, commission based. It's living at home, college kid, and what do I have to lose? And kind of building that out and just starting from the bottom and just getting rejection after rejection and just applying those skills to get to the next step. Similar, I had a business degree, entrepreneurship and innovation. So many people are like, well, what are you going to do with that? What, are you going to start your own business or what? But it allowed me to see underneath the hood with these business owners and how they think, what keeps them up at night, from all different aspects, financially, developmentally, all different things, and transitioning to working with them on their benefits now. So, within Harding Yost, previously bounced around, kind of built up my experience to get to that account executive role, and really enjoy it with the collaboration with the clients. So.
Cool.
Perfect. Thanks for sharing that. For the listeners who might not know, what kind of does your day-to-day role kind of look like, for people who might not know what kind of insurance people do?
You can go first this time, buddy.
Yeah, thanks.
And also you could talk about just like what Harding and Yost, what exactly you guys offer. Who's your ideal client, stuff like that.
So insurance is very broad, and I'll speak on the benefits side. Basically, in layman terms, we offer consulting. We're the backbone of helping these groups with negotiating within the carriers, the marketplace, finding solutions that are cost containment solutions that help preserve the surplus if they're self-funded, whatever it may be. So there's all different things of what we do on the back end of compliance service-wise that we help out with as well. On a benefits standpoint, seasonality within the sale drives a lot of it. 1/1 is a huge block within the benefits side of the health insurance renewing. So a couple months out, our team starts cranking down. The renewals are released. They're shopping them out with the carriers, and they are busy. I know, to be brief and short with them, drop off some things when I can, and just try to make life easy for them when I can. But then we enter into the first quarter, and it's a little more strategy. I'm on the new business side. There's a block of business where I work within the groups, similar to Josh in that role, of existing clients. And it's required for us to have that touch point with them multiple times throughout the year, but we just have a multitude within that 1/1 block. 7/1 is a larger one as well. But our team right now, we're cranking and hunkering down, working with these groups, marketing, getting all their quotes out, and going in to present them here soon. So it's a little bit of what we're doing on the benefits side right now.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I mean, for what Harding Yost does as a whole, we're fully serviced insurance agency. So we have your personal insurance, your home and auto, your toys, your boats and stuff. Then I'm in the commercial side, so I work with businesses, and then you have a million different insurances. But think your general liability, your commercial auto, your workers' comp, your umbrellas, all that fun stuff. And we have Jake's side for the benefits, and that team's really growing. So we can we can help you from your personal life into your business, and then retire, the whole way through. So
I didn't know that. So you guys work with just normal people too on like their house and stuff like that?
yeah, when you buy that first house we were talking about,
Yep.
you can call us and we'll give you the home insurance for you.
Perfect. Hopefully that's sooner than later.
Yeah, for sure. Do you guys want to talk about kind of, I know when Todd and I go to different events all over the place, you guys as well, there's always, probably out of all the industries, there's a lot of insurance people usually there. Lots of insurance companies that's represented along each room. Also another thing I said, Todd and I, biggest thing for you guys also with Dan is just like the personal connection we've made over the past few years. Do you guys think, is that kind of your niche? Like get that personal connection, build that up, and you hope that that'll lead to business one day? You think that's kind of your main niche? Or-
That's how I've built my book of business.
Yeah.
I'm not a cold caller.
Yeah.
Like the idea of just picking up a phone and calling a random business and trying to sell them to let me look at their insurance
Yeah.
makes me sick to my stomach. I'm not your typical salesperson. I'm a relationship guy. Most of my stuff comes from the networking, getting to know people.
Yeah.
If you do a good job for them, then they're going to tell their friend, their other business owner. That's how I've been. The actual sales of it is not my thing.
Yeah.
I'm more of a people person.
It has to be tough to cold call for insurance.
I mean, I bet I've only made like true cold calls when I first started, 5 max.
Yeah.
It's just not like I decided like I was either going to write business a different way or I was going to find a different career, but it's worked out. So
I think that's a big testament of probably the first dumpster talk we've ever did with a business owner. It's always a common theme. It's just like connections, and that relationship's going to help you sell better than any just like a price or whatever.
yeah.
And I've been metrics to a point in previous sales roles where it's you need to do this amount of calls, you need to do this amount of physical drops, driving around, and that gets pretty old pretty quick to the point that it affects your productivity within just trying to hit the number of goals. And to the point, it's refreshing to be on the independent, privately owned side where we can see it eye to eye with these local business owners on a networking standpoint that when we're talking to a business owner at a networking event, we want them to feel like they're looking in the mirror, that they see another business. It's, we're in the 35, just over 35 employees, I believe, at Harding Yost.
Yeah, that sounds right.
We're growing. It feels like every single couple months, it's like, here's another person, which is great. But we're not growing too fast. It's projected out. It feels nice. So we have that side where networking becomes easy in a standpoint because the name and what you do kind of carries it for yourself.
Yeah.
We have a lot of competitors in the room where competition is good. There's enough business out there for everybody. But everybody has their own different niches and they're all waving their own different flag. At the end of the day, insurance is insurance. It's who's kind of going to have your back. Who do you know locally has a presence to be able to get it done when you need that done? When the business owner needs a prescription file and they're not taking his card on Friday at 3:30, and we need to figure that out for him. That's a call that we pick up, and we're locally here able to do that. So there's a lot of that it's contagious when you're at a networking event and you see different people interacting, right? And to be able to be a part of that, I think Harding Yost's name makes that easy, especially in the local chambers. ABC Keystone Manufacturers Association. It's the name makes it easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would you, if you had to pinpoint kind of one thing characteristic, how would you explain your guys' company? That might be a little bit of a tough question.
Here comes the hard ones. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought this was an easy one.
That's not even on the list actually.
So I would say that we are nimble in a way that it is breaking the mold of what insurance is. And insurance has been one way for so long. And when you're able to be a agency the size of ours, where we're not a small agency, but we're not a privately owned large equity cut.
It's all good.
Large private equity owned broker. In a sense, we're able to pivot. We're able to truly invest in solutions that are best for the client at the end of the day, instead of being passed down and being told what to be told from our private equity ownership. So without those handcuffs, we're able to be flexible in a way that builds that out and helps us maintain that.
Do you find any challenges when it comes to staying independent?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I think in this area, Central PA, call it, being locally owned, family owned, still carries a lot of weight and means something to the industries in this area. You know, you get down to Philly or something, maybe it doesn't matter if you've been there for 100 years. It's a different market. They care about price. But here, I think they want that personal connection. They want to know you have their back. So I think the hard thing is turning down offers. I don't see them offers, but I imagine when Joe gets a call, you know, it's probably tough to swallow and say, we're going to stay independent when I can make all this money. But
Yeah.
in the long run, Harding Yost is just going to keep growing, and it's going to be exciting to see. So I think that's still the staying independent is why we're going to be successful.
Yeah.
Perfect. Do you have, since you've been with the company 5 years now, do you have any goals kind of that you're hoping to see happen within the next 5 years maybe?
I mean, I'd like us to double, maybe more than that. Probably can't give away too many numbers.
Yeah.
I probably can't say numbers, but I'd like for us to double. You know, I'd like to see the benefits department add 3 more salespeople, us add 3 more sales guys. Yeah, I mean, I have big goals for Harding Yost. I don't know if Joe's aware of them, but I have big goals.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good to have, though, and I think that tells a lot about your company because you're a partner. So it shows just like how much you care about growing the company as well. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah. When you talk about just like adding 3 new salesmen to your group, you're part of the business as well. How do you guys like go about deciding who you should kind of onboard and kind of picking your people that you want to join the firm?
Yeah, I mean, Joe, we're very particular in who we hire.
Yeah.
It's got to be a good fit. He has his own little list of questions that he likes to ask, and they're not standard interview questions, but it tells you if you're going to fit in with us. We're still keep that family feel.
Yeah.
So it's not just somebody. I don't care if you're the best salesperson in the world, but if you're cutting corners and you're not putting the clients first, you don't fit Harding Yost.
Yeah.
So we're very particular in our hiring, and it's worked out. I mean, when I started 5 years ago, I want to say we had 18 employees. So we're already at 35
double.
or so, pretty much double. And those employees stick around, and we all get along. And you know, at the Christmas party, we know each other's spouses and stuff. So my goal as a partner and as Harding Yost keeps moving forward is to keep that family feel. It gets tougher as you get bigger. But I think that's what makes it a great place to work. And if we can keep that, we'll be successful.
It's a hard thing to do.
Yeah. I would definitely, just hearing you guys talk about your company, like I could think of Saad's, like the past couple things you said about trying to keep the family feel. Also, like you said about staying nimble and not turning into one of these big players or whatever, and staying nimble, being able to kind of move on your feet, get things done that works for your clients. It's actually very similar to Saad's, the same kind of problems and advantages that we have. So
It's because I interviewed when I was looking around originally at different agencies, small, big, everything in between, and got a feel for the industry as a whole. Every single one had different values, you could say, different mission statement. And what really resonated with me was previously knowing folks like Josh Birk, who I previously had a relationship with, able to bounce that off of and connect with him over. It's huge to be a part of a local player like that.
Yeah.
That the employees enjoy their day-to-day, that shows in their work with the clients, you know. Joe's very generous as well with his benefits, you could say, as a whole, and what he provides to employees, his flexibility. At the end of the day, I think if we're able to get the work done, then it's able to relax, you know. And we do that well for our clients, not to speak and step on your toes as the partner, but I think that we do that well with the team as well.
Yeah. Do you guys, so Todd and I are kind of shifting into roles of just having to manage people a little more. Do you guys have any tips for us on that within your departments? Or do you not have to do a lot of that?
We don't have to do too much. I mean, I try to take that on a little bit as a partner, just making sure everybody's still happy and whatever. I think just interacting with all your people, just the little things like, how was your weekend? You know, to somebody you don't see all the time. But yeah, managing people is not part of my role right now, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
That's starting to become on our role a little bit, which I enjoy. It's cool, like we've been here for over 4 years now, 5 years for Alex, and young guys are coming in like Jeremy and Griffin, and being able to show them and kind of train them in the way that, because like we were trained really great, but there's certain things I'm sure we would change. So being able to change those things for the guys coming in has been
Yeah.
pretty fun, at least for me.
Yeah, for sure. They are definitely same thing you guys were kind of saying. They're just like, we've had other younger guys in here before. These two just really fit the team and just kind of how we are just small family feel. So
And we
it's
also
cool to
are a
see.
scrapyard. So Dan really doesn't hire for skill anymore. It's more just like culture and core value fit, and the rest you can kind of teach.
Well, Dan does a good job at teaching you guys and propping you up to take the next steps. I mean, it's very obvious when you look at everything with your LinkedIn stuff. Like, you guys are in a great spot with a great leader. So
Yeah, we've been really lucky kind of in that aspect. And that's what makes it even greater when young kids come in. We can kind of show them like how can I say this? Like all the opportunities we've gotten at the age of 23 isn't normal.
Yep.
So being able to show people like, hey, you don't really need to have a college degree. As long as you kind of push and don't say no to opportunity, you'll kind of be all good.
Yeah. No, I think I truly though on all that, just thinking through it all, even how crazy Dan could be sometimes. He's kind of ahead of the curve on that stuff. And I feel like now we're starting to see younger, like people our age at events, companies are talking about investing in their people more and stuff like that. I really think he was ahead of the curve on a lot of that, which is
100%.
pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely. You guys are very blessed.
Yeah, it's pretty cool
To
for
have him.
sure.
It's really different, like, because when we were 19 going to events, we were the youngest people by 10 years at least.
Yeah.
Right.
And now when we go to events, there's always younger kids now, which is cool to see.
Yeah.
I know the next generation of Lancaster, they brought like 20 high school kids last time.
Yeah, yeah.
I almost feel like a networking event should be like required senior year of high school, because I feel like if I started that sooner than later, it would help me out a lot.
Just gets you confident talking
Yeah,
about
I think that's a great idea to get high school students out to something like that, because it's acquired thing. Like, I didn't walk into my first networking event and knock it out of the park. I stood in the
Yeah.
corner and drank a beer, but
Yeah.
I feel like I do a pretty good job now. And watching you guys at events, you guys do as well. So
We appreciate it. Yeah, I know, we always tell the story. Our first one was at the Barnstormers, and Dan found about 4 of us young guys
Yeah, just like
huddled up
everybody.
by the bathroom because we were just a little nervous. But that's all normal. You almost need that person to kind of push you into the fire a little bit. And Dan's definitely been that for us, which has been awesome.
Yeah. Do you guys want to talk about any? What do you say?
I was going to ask, we know like the insurance world can be hard sometimes, but what's kind of like your favorite part or like brings you the most passion to kind of stay in the industry? Because I know there's definitely hard times where you might have to go to a customer and say, price is going up, and they kind of might take it out on you when it's really nothing to do with you. Is there any favorite part?
I mean, getting to know my clients, and I work with all kinds of different industries, and just learning about their business, their family-owned business, like learning all about that, and then providing them with something, even though a lot of times they're not happy to pay an insurance premium, but you're providing them some security for their business. God forbid something happens. So yeah, I love getting them to know my clients and the different industries I work in.
Yeah.
I would say ultimately the same, but as a young professional, that Josh isn't.
I don't know, man.
Just the excitement of knowing that, wow, I could be working with this client for 20, 30, 40 years,
That's
and
the
what
goal.
that insurance relationship is able to build, right? When I have kids someday and growing up with their kids, whatever it is, and these young professionals, Lancaster Young, next gen, with KJ and the team at Kegels, it's awesome. And just thinking what that's going to be in the next 20 years, right?
Yeah,
What are all those young professionals, men and women, going to be doing? It's exciting, So I think about I'm blessed to be able in a sales role, and yes, it's tough, but once you do cross that step and then you build that trust with that relationship with that client, that's what I'm excited for 20 years, because I see some of these guys that I work with that have been there that are very mature, that in terms of a mentor, to your point, it's what I want within my book of business and my relationships. Sorry, there's a spider web.
See ya.
But as well, just dropping the hammer and just helping these groups. Negotiating is fun. It's fun when we can succeed for the group, bring them back something. Earning their trust in a new relationship is awesome too. When we have a group that leans in, gives us access to what we need, and we can show them something that really just drives something home. That's what we enjoy, doing the hard stuff. So,
No, that's awesome. It has to be easier to keep customers, like if you have to raise their prices. Since you guys have such a good relationship with your customers, it has to be easy or make it easier to keep them. Like I think about the big players that don't really have that personal connection. I'm sure it's a lot easier to kind of cut them off and go shop around.
right. And I mean, not to speak for Josh too, but like if we have an opportunity and it's a group that's shopping around every single year after year after year, it's like that doesn't excite us as the agency. That's not our model. There's some people that might be satisfied with winning that business for 1 year, then it's out the door, and then 3 years later they get it back.
Gotcha.
We don't want to waste our time doing that. We would rather invest in the local market where we know that we can build that relationship and that trust is there.
Yeah.
That their interest is in our best interest.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, when we bring on a client, I mean, I expect that to be a client for the rest of my career. Things happen, I understand, but it's not a 1 year relationship. It's a partnership for the long term. So
Yeah.
That's perfect. Can you think of any like mentors or leaders that kind of played a big role in your career and kind of where you got to today? Like Dan's obviously ours, Dan and Michael.
Dan might be mine too.
I mean, he's one of a kind for sure.
He's the man.
Dan the man.
I've had good coaches playing baseball. College, Mike Scappa coming in, just being a great coach, just kind of like a father. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, because when you think about it, you got 40 guys on a team. Some of them are from New York, some are from Maryland. And they got one guy who's looking over them, making sure that their grades are in order, they're not getting in trouble on the weekends, whatever it is. And I learned a lot from him in terms of leadership, how to lead a group, but as well how to be a man. How to just be mature. Like if you are walking around on campus, we were old school. We wouldn't even be able to have hats on inside. Like if he found your hat, he would steal it. He wouldn't give it back. But that's how he ran the shop. And it's like, if you want to be a part of the team, it had to be of code. It had to be he set the bar high. So when you invest all that time on the field, everything into that, you don't want to watch it just slip away. So he was huge. As well, my mom, I think she went back to school. It was 2008. She was a commercial printer with the crash of the market, everything, the economy. She went back to school. My brother and I were the first ones to go to school for a bachelor's degree. She went back to YTI, got a medical assistant degree license. Graduated 4.0 while she's driving us to practice, everything. I'm studying with her, doing flashcards with her while she's helping me. And it's like we go back to hers. And I saw that dedication drive. And I think now I think I'm busy and I hear about other people. And it's like, wow, I couldn't imagine doing that. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
But like when it gets hard just to like think about that stuff, it's like, okay, yeah, I can keep
In
going.
perspective.
Yeah, it really is, because it's like she never went to school and then going back. It's like, who's to say that somebody can't do something with kids going back? I don't have kids, not speaking, but it's hard work, hard work pays off in that scenario. But no, those two, I would say.
I mean, I had some good managers when I was on the carrier side, Rick Garton and Rob Reel. Rick was my small business manager, and as I moved up, Rob Reel. They knew the insurance industry, like they knew the behind the scenes, the numbers and stuff, but they also knew the relationship stuff and how to work with employees and then clients or agencies. So I took a lot from them. And then Joe Lappy, our president, I was his underwriter, developed a relationship, and then, I knew that he was the right leader for me, which made it easier to make that big jump. I mean, I was leaving a set salary to a commission job, and I had no doubt that things are going to be fine because of who I was working with. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's huge.
And you always got to say your parents, so love your mom and dad.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's important though to kind of, because it's easy, like nothing's all sunshine and rainbows, but kind of knowing like even when those people get hard on you, that it's kind of for the greater good. I've kind of learned that that's kind of a big thing, that you need to kind of keep that faith, that they're pushing you kind of in the right direction, even when you think otherwise sometimes. I appreciate you guys sharing that.
Well, even with a mentor, like professionally or like yourself, if that person, you can see eye to eye with them, and they might even take 20 steps back to get to the point of where you are now to help you. But if they can show that they've done it before, that they're helping you get through the light at the end of the tunnel and just helping you go through, it's like there's mentors that they're a mentor for life at that point. You know, It doesn't matter if they're 75 years old, a year older than you, they can be younger than you, you know? And just leaving that stigma at the door and just saying, you know what, I'm open to learn, I'm open to communicate. That's when it's like you find a good mentor in a way.
For sure.
Yeah. Do you guys want to talk about any, like you guys were just saying, kind of those harder times when they do come? Have you guys had any bigger setbacks kind of since starting your career, or just maybe just in life, I guess, that you feel comfortable talking about, and kind of how you got through that, or any advice?
Well,
You talked about 2008 with
Yeah.
all that.
losing your job, buying a house, and getting married all at the same time.
Yeah,
It's a nightmare.
I feel like that was a pretty good
yeah, for sure.
learning lesson early in life. But I just, in that moment, I had a wife and a house that I had to pay the bills for. So I just found work and, worked manual labor until I found something with my college degree. Definitely hardens you, and gives you a good work ethic.
Yeah.
Once I did get a job at Eastern Alliance, I wasn't going to lose it. So I busted my ass there. So that's probably my toughest life lesson.
Yeah, I believe it.
Graduating college, I was already in sales and insurance for my senior year, the summer going into my senior year. So I was applying business level classes out there, cold calling, working with business owners, bringing that back into the professors and saying, hey, this is what I'm seeing. Help me out in this sales cycle, wherever, and like help me close this deal. Like, broke college kid, need this money. And that was full circle pretty quick within that. And then when I graduated 2020, COVID hit and just pulled everything out. You guys knew how COVID hits you guys.
Yep. Seniors.
Right.
That
So
sucks.
I didn't have graduation either.
I thought it was great. Probably shouldn't say that. But
Well, so you graduated.
we graduated. The only
school,
thing we missed was
2020.
senior prom.
So
Yeah.
we didn't walk. I had the option to walk and buy a cap and gown, or walk like a year and a half later and buy a cap and gown. And it was a Zoom call I logged into, and they just flash your picture up on the screen and said, Jacob Herr
Wow.
graduated with this degree of 5 seconds, go to the next.
That's
I'm like,
rough.
that's crazy. So, but it is what it is. And to Josh's point, I was like, what's something that I can do and make decent money with like no experience, and that's still open. And I was a server in the Lancaster Marriott in Plow. I worked there for almost 2 years, and loved it. Learned so much about food. Missed that job to this day. I don't miss the hours, but Chef Ryan in there, mentor, taught me so much about food, cocktails, everything. But just doing that and then coming out, keeping my foot in the door in the insurance industry, building out to where I am now there's a position I had before this where it was a broker development consultant role. I was basically wholesaling through all these different brokers in South Central Pennsylvania. Got to really get a good idea of the pulse on the insurance market for that, what different carriers, what different,
Our
Totally,
finale
no worries.
question is, it kind of changed over the years because we're getting old apparently. But what advice do you wish someone gave you getting out of college, high school, around the age 23?
Don't be scared don't be scared to be uncomfortable. Like, I don't like change. I hate change. If I didn't marry my wife, I'd still be working construction. I would have never done anything else with my life. But I just avoided change and being uncomfortable. And now I'm a sales guy. I still don't consider myself a sales guy, but like, it's an uncomfortable thing. Doing this is an uncomfortable thing, but can't be scared of it. And it's going to make you a better person, better professional, whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
About
could you ask again?
What advice you wish someone gave you back when you were 23? Getting out of college. Just something you know now that would have been helpful if you knew it a little earlier.
Back to your guys' point on networking, right? Where they should have a class on networking. Like, networking is huge It's all about who you know. You always hear that, but like once you see that and you live that and you feel that, and you have somebody introduce you to somebody, and you're like, whoa, that was so easy. And building that relationship and transferring that. There's a lot into that, and not being afraid to take risks and asking for help, building the right net around you and web of people that if you do fall, that they're going to pick you back up. Having insurance professionals in your back pocket probably isn't a bad thing either. But yeah, having that web of people and just
It's good advice.
Sure.
communicating.
Only thing we didn't get into is just like you guys outside of work and kind of what hobbies you get into. I know you have some kids, you do not, but just kind of where you are there and how the work life balance kind of works, stuff like that.
The work-life balance that's key with
Yeah.
Harding Yost. Joe, he's a big family man. His daughter played soccer at Northwestern and Penn State. I don't think he missed a game her whole career. So he knows like following your kids and being there for all your kids' events means something. So that's never an issue. So that's nice. But outside of work, I have 2 boys, 12 and 10. Baseball is life. Season just ended on Saturday, so I actually have some evenings now, aside from
Got
karate
some free time.
practice.
There you go.
But outside of my kids, and you guys know, I really like giving back to the community. So we do a lot in Columbia with the Lions Club you guys are part of, the Gladfelder Fund, or Trust, Gladfelder Trust, a bunch of other organizations, Sun Snappers in Columbia. So I like giving back to town. My dad was very involved with the CBAA and the Tree Commission, so I've kind of followed in his footsteps. He's big on service to your community. So
Nice, man.
Yeah, I mean, not having kids definitely frees you up, as you guys know.
Oh, yeah.
You guys don't have kids, right?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Not
I
that
have
you
a
know of.
fiance.
not that they know of.
Take care of, but that's about it.
Yeah. No, I have a girlfriend, Molly, and she works with LGH.
Oh, that's right. We met her at
Yeah.
what event was
Yeah,
that?
that was it was the Northern Lancaster Chamber.
Yeah.
It was a Chamber Palooza,
Yeah.
Expo,
Yeah, it was up at that Iron.
Iron Spire.
Iron Spire.
Yeah, they have
sir.
great events. But no, I'm blessed to be in a relationship with her, and she's a bundle of energy, and she's going back to school for her nurse practitioner degree. That's a lot. So I mean, back to my mom studying, she's going to school, doing clinical studying. It's a lot. So it's finding that balance of work and Phillies fan, coming into the office. We're talking about sports together. It's that camaraderie of everybody in the office. It's a good environment. But yeah, fishing when I can. I like being outside. Love cooking. I love eating more than cooking, though. But yeah, I live in Lancaster City, and I will say I'm just so thankful to live in Lancaster City, just with like how much just investment development within the last 5-10 years. You know, how many coffee shops, restaurants, places to get a drink, co-working spots, murals, how many different organizations and nonprofits have we partnered with that their initiative is to continue that in these Columbia Borough, Lancaster City, Harrisburg. So there's a lot that, yes, our work is tough. There's a lot of time, but when we go to these networking events and we go to these volunteer events after work, after hours, before hours, that's when it's enjoyable. It's not, to your point, going into the city. To your point of going and volunteering with different organizations.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely seems like the place to be nowadays. Do you ever see on like it'll come on my Instagram, like the top 5 places in the U.S. to retire, and then it's always York, Lancaster, stuff like that. Yeah,
I mean, at Lancaster, though, I went to Millersville. I graduated 2007. We had like 3 bars to go to.
Yeah.
You know, there was not much to do, and now there's
Everywhere.
so much, and the food, like there's so many cool restaurants and different, cultural type restaurants. So
There's everything. And living in York City, I'll say too, like compared to Lancaster, like York has grown in its own ways, and there's always that white rose, red rose. You know, it's like for us, we run into that, and it's a little frustrating, but
Yeah.
it is what it is. I try to break it down, saying, "Hey, I went to York College," but
Yeah.
there's always that
Other
but-
side of the river.
right?
People,
York
big
City
boundary.
it's grown as well in its ways, but
Yeah.
living in York City for 2 years compared to Lancaster for 2 years, it's a little
For sure.
different in the sense.
Yeah. Well, when we went to that, you were at the culinary night, right? Weren't you with us for that?
Yeah,
It
at
was,
Kegel's.
yes,
And they were like that Cello's place is like the top rated restaurant on Yelp or whatever.
Have you been to Cello's before?
I haven't before
Oh my
that,
gosh.
but they're like, this is like the top rated
I
place
have.
on Yelp on the Yelp app, and
Where's
it's here
that
in
at?
Lancaster. It's in Lancaster City.
It's
It's right
next-
off the Greenfield exit.
It's next to Costco.
Oh,
They
okay.
have that little like stand
Yeah.
outside.
It's really
right off the
good.
highway,
Oh.
and then right where Cabalar,
Yep.
another great spot. Their
That is a good
old
spot.
spot, like across from the Belvedere. Cello's moved into there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And they're like
It's-
the top rated restaurant on Yelp or something
Yeah.
in the
Yeah,
US.
for
I,
like
I heard that and I was like,
Yeah.
what?
it's for like that category of food. I don't want to misspeak. Peruvian,
Yeah, something like that. It's
something
crazy.
like that. Yeah.
But
But they're like Trinidadian, Peruvian. There's everything in the city. There's Greek,
Yeah.
and there's just so much just happening to grow, and it's cool to be a part of.
It's cool. Like here in Columbia, like you can't even find a parking spot on Locust Street on the weekend, which is
Right.
a good problem.
Yeah.
But it's just interesting to see even how far it's grown in the past 10 years
Yeah.
from when we were younger. It's really cool to see.
this is the place to be for sure.
That's right.
Glad we're here.
Well, thank you guys again
Yeah.
for taking the time to come on.
Thanks for having us.
Sorry about the sun. I think hopefully I'm the only one affected by it. But,
You're getting a little burnt. You're like,
oh yeah, we'll be blushing. But no, we appreciate you guys taking the time to come on.
Thanks for having us, guys.
We'll
you,
have
guys. We
we'll have your
appreciate
link to your guys' website in our description. So anyone buying a house or any company that wants to work with another family-owned business, definitely reach out.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks.
we appreciate you guys.
Have
Thank
a good
you.
one. We'll catch you on the next one.